Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends series, Mr. Fantastic from the Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps movie. So you can see right here, Mr. Fantastic there in the box, looking really cool. The likeness to Pedro Pascal is actually quite nice. You can see Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps, cartoon Hasbro guide. The box art looks pretty vintage, which I like a lot. Then you got a nice render of Pedro Pascal, Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, Marvel Legends series. You can see the same render there of him, just looking pretty cool. Looks like he's aura farming. I'm not really going to talk more about this because it's literally just the same packaging that we've seen with the other two figures I've reviewed, being Human Torch and Invisible Woman. Top of the box there, you got the Fantastic Four 4 logo. But with that being said, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to take a few minutes to get this one unboxed. Don't go away. There's more figure review to be had. Alright, here is Mr. Fantastic out of the box. Now, before we take a look at Mr. Fantastic, I thought we would take a look at his accessories. So, he's got these two long, stretchy arms here. And they're really cool because they bend. So you can get them in all kinds of snaky and crazy poses, which I think is something really cool, right? You can bend them any way you want and have Mr. Fantastic be in all kinds of crazy stretching poses, which I think is awesome. You can do the same for both of them, and it just looks really, really cool. So that's awesome. And of course, we do have some fisted hands. And they look really, really cool. I like these. Here is Reed with the stretchy arms, and that looks really cool. Now, I have reviewed a figure with stretchy accessories before, and that was the Gamerverse Avengers Kamala Khan, which I do not own anymore, but it did not pull off the look as good as this new Marvel Studios Fantastic Four First Steps Mr. Fantastic does. This looks amazing. You can even do this little scene, which I like to call Reed using his powers to get Susan back after they've had a heated argument. And here he is with the fisted hands. Alright, taking a look at Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards, the face of the... And I do gotta say, the likeness to Pedro Pascal here is pretty good. I can definitely see Pedro there. That looks very much like him. But you can see his costume is mostly blue. He does have some white with his boots, his gloves, and his belt. There is still a little bit of white on the Fantastic Four 4, which is on his chest. But pretty much it is just a blue costume. And it looks really, really cool. You still got all of those details there with, like, his costume. It's not just a regular blue costume. There are details, and they are intricate. Like, he's got these lines on his chest, making it look like a sweater. Then he's got this more finer look down here. He's got, like, some seam lines that look almost just decorational, really cool. He's got all kinds of details here on his boots. That's pretty cool. So, really nice figure, definitely a lot of detail, and it's pretty simple. I mean, he's literally just wearing a blue costume with white and black gear, but it's still cool. Anyway, for articulation, he can do the Exorcist quite easily. Now, there is no, like, upward movement in the head, but he can look down ever so slightly. And then, he can do a crunch. So there's that. He can move his back a little bit. Not much like his wife could, but definitely he can arch his back just a tiny bit there. He does have rotation here in the waist. His arms can move up like that pretty easily. They also do rotate. And he does have a rotation in his biceps. And he does have a really finicky double joint here for his elbow. So you can see how that works. You know, that might look really painful on any other figure that wasn't Mr. Fantastic, but it kind of works here. So that's pretty cool. That goes on both sides. Oh, here's what I mean. Like, it's finicky. Sometimes it doesn't move as one joint, it moves as two separate joints, which is weird. But there you go. Moves like that. And then, of course, he does have up and down movement, and then all around in his wrists. Of course, he can do the splits, as he is Mr. Fantastic. He is incredibly flexible. I mean, that's literally his powers. Can kick up that far, and kick back that far. And of course, he's got an upper thigh swivel here, which is nice. You can angle that however you want, which is good when he stands. Does have a double joint here in the knee. And looks good on both sides. And much like his wife, he does have up, back, and rockers on both boots. So, really nice figure. I love how this Mr. Fantastic is looking. And there's not much else I can really say that I haven't already said, right? He's literally just wearing a blue costume with like white and black gear. That's it. And he's got that really cool Pedro Pascal face there. That looks like him. As close as you can get to Pedro Pascal in figure form. But with that, I guess we'll move into some comparisons. First up for comparison, we have Mr. Fantastic next to the Marvel Legends series movie Venom. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends series Black Widow movie Red Guardian. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends series Fantastic Four: The First Steps Human Torch. And finally, here is Mr. Fantastic next to the Marvel Legends series Fantastic Four: The First Steps, his wife, the Invisible Woman. I've said it for the Human Torch, and I said it for the Invisible Woman. I love this figure. I think it's a fantastic figure of Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four: The First Steps movie. And despite him being mainly blue, I do like all of those intricate details. And his costume is different. Like, each of the four members have different costumes, and you can even see this here with Sue. Like, Sue has some white on her neck, right? On the neck of her costume. whereas Reed's is almost entirely blue with like only the utility belt, gloves, and boots being white. And you can see even their boots are different here. Like you can see that Sue has these almost more combat boot style boots here, and then Reed has more of these kind of rain boot design here. So they do have different costumes. So that's really cool. And I did not buy the regular Johnny Storm figure, but he does have quite a bit of white on his costume. Like, it's a steady mix of the white and blue, whereas for Reed and Sue, it was mainly just blue with some accented white colors. But Johnny does have quite a bit of white on his costume mixing with the blue. So they do have different costumes among each of them. And yeah, again, I really love this Reed figure. He looks amazing. He looks super cool. And I love the fact that they gave him the stretchy arms and allowed you to bend them into whatever pose you want. I've never seen a figure do that. So, Mr. Fantastic, he's doing fantastic things with his accessories. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care. Have a great night. And I'll see you in the next video.